In this session, I'm excited to introduce the most efficient approach to eliminate persistent belly fat rapidly. Even if you embody extraordinary determination, steadfast discipline, and a sincere aspiration for transformation, achieving your goals might remain elusive without the right methodology and plan. I am a living testament to this reality. My commitment to 6 years of guitar lessons in my teenage years resulted in limited advancement due to insufficient instruction. A comparable narrative transpired in my collegiate tennis experience, marked by inadequate coaching that led to strenuous, yet misguided practices, impeding progress. This analogy seamlessly applies to the realm of weight loss. Employing the correct method mitigates the necessity for strenuous exertion. What I'm going to show you is the fastest way to achieve your goal. Number 1, when you do the ketogenic diet, it's not differentiated what type of fats you should be eating. In other words, keto is really about low carb, and while it's assumed to be high fat, there are certain ketogenic diets that are actually low fat, like ideal protein, for example. Others are very high in fat, but in this first tip, we're going to talk about the type of fats. This is so important because I've delved deep into chronic disease and chronic obesity. As you know, obesity rates keep rising, and there's only one thing that perfectly parallels this rise: seed oils and omega-6 fatty acids. I'm talking about the rise of corn oil, soy oil, cottonseed oil, canola oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, all the omega-6, highly processed, ultra-processed, highly inflammatory oils. It's worth noting that consuming these concentrated refined seed oils is quite unnatural. In their raw form, seeds contain a small amount of oil, but the process of extracting and refining the oil concentrates it to levels that would never be encountered in a natural diet. This can lead to an imbalance in the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids in our diets, which some research suggests could contribute to inflammation and other health problems. These oils are pervasive in our food supply. They're often used in salad dressings, giving even seemingly healthy foods a hidden dose of these potentially harmful fats. They're also a staple in fast food restaurants, used for frying and in various food items. In fact, it's likely that you'll encounter these oils in almost any restaurant you visit, as they're commonly used in cooking due to their high smoke point and low cost. But it's not just our direct consumption of these oils that's a concern. They're also present in animal feeds, meaning that they can end up in our diets indirectly through the meat and eggs we consume. For example, if chickens are fed grain that's high in omega-6 fatty acids, the resulting meat and eggs will also be high in omega-6. This applies to other animals as well, such as pigs and cattle that are fed grain-based diets. This is why it's important to consider not just what we eat, but what our food eats as well. Opting for grass-fed beef and free-range chicken, for example, can help ensure that the meat and eggs we consume have a more balanced ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. So, the rise of these omega-6 rich oils in our diets, both through direct consumption and indirectly through our meat and egg consumption, is a significant concern. It's a complex issue that requires a multifaceted approach to address, including changes to our food system, our dietary choices, and potentially our agricultural practices. By being aware of these issues and making informed choices, we can help to mitigate the potential health impacts of these oils. This data reveals the potential of these oils to trigger weight gain that surpasses even that induced by sugar. When examining the ongoing obesity epidemic, seed oils stand out as the single factor that perfectly aligns with its trajectory. The data suggests that these oils could be a major contributor to the obesity epidemic. This is due to their high calorie content and the fact that they are often used in processed foods, which are known to be a major contributor to weight gain. Moreover, these oils are often high in omega-6 fatty acids, which some research suggests could contribute to inflammation and other health problems when consumed in excess. This is particularly concerning given that the typical Western diet is already disproportionately high in omega-6 fatty acids compared to omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for their anti-inflammatory properties. Given these factors, it seems logical to avoid these oils as a strategy for managing weight. This principle can also be applied to protein choices. For instance, opting for grass-fed, grass-finished beef and wild-caught fish over conventionally raised meat and farmed fish could be a healthier choice. Grass-fed beef is often higher in certain nutrients, including antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, compared to conventionally raised beef. Similarly, wild-caught fish tend to have a more favorable omega-3 to omega-6 ratio compared to farmed fish. In conclusion, making mindful choices about the types of fats and proteins we consume could play a key role in managing weight and promoting overall health. As the data suggests, this includes avoiding seed oils and opting for high-quality protein sources like grass-fed beef and wild-caught fish. While further research is needed to fully understand the impact of these dietary choices on weight and health, the existing data provides compelling reasons to consider making these changes. As always, it's important to consult with a healthcare provider before making any major changes to your diet. Remember, achieving and maintaining a healthy weight isn't just about making one or two changes. It's about creating a lifestyle that includes a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and a positive mindset. That's tip number 1, very important. All right, so number 2, consume a very large salad once a day, unless you have inflammation. In that case, you would either opt for fermented vegetables like sauerkraut or kimchi, or eliminate vegetables altogether. Now, why would I recommend a salad? What's that going to do? Yes, it does have some nutrients: potassium, magnesium, folate, vitamin C, and various phytonutrients. But if you get a salad grown in living soil, you'll get a really good probiotic. That's right, there are microbes in this raw salad that can fortify your gut. Plus, the fiber can feed your microbiome. One significant benefit of consuming salads is to support your microbiome in terms of diversity and the quantity of microbes in your gut, which directly aids in weight loss. The microbiome in an obese person versus someone who's thin is completely different. And of course, what you're going to put on a salad is not seed oils. You'll use extra virgin olive oil and can also use balsamic vinaigrette and other healthy options. The great thing about salads is that you don't have to count the carbs because they're so minimal. Number 3, our goal is to attain a profound state of ketosis. When assessing ketone levels through a blood test, it's essential to comprehend that ketosis entails the body utilizing fat as its primary fuel source rather than carbohydrates. This constitutes a fundamental element of the ketogenic diet. To optimize ketosis, prioritize the intake of wholesome fats, maintain a moderate protein intake, and minimize carbohydrate consumption. This metabolic condition facilitates effective fat metabolism, ultimately resulting in substantial weight loss. There exists a specific measurement that can indicate the depth or extent of your ketosis. Merely adopting a ketogenic diet won't suffice. 2 additional measures are essential. One is known as intermittent fasting. Although I've extensively covered this in my videos, I'll simplify it by suggesting you engage in a single daily meal, resulting in a 23-hour fasting period. This approach not only efficiently prompts your body to adjust to utilizing fat throughout the day, but also offers numerous additional advantages, including cognitive enhancement, mood alterations, and decreased inflammation. Moreover, discontinuing the consumption of seed oils significantly reduces inflammation. It's crucial to comprehend that inflammation induced by seed oils instigates insulin resistance, wreaks havoc on your metabolism, and decelerates processes. Thus, practicing intermittent fasting aids in rectifying insulin resistance through reduced carbohydrate intake and alterations in fat consumption. The synergistic effect of these interventions accelerates progress toward your goal. Exercise is another essential component. I recommend a blend of daily walking and high-intensity interval training. Daily walking is beneficial for various reasons, primarily contributing to weight loss. But number two, it's going to actually help with stress reduction, and it's going to help you sleep. Sleep is going to be very important, not just to reduce cortisol, but to help enhance growth hormone, which is highest when you're sleeping. That's the main fat-burning hormone. And people that don't sleep, that's like a big barrier to losing weight. You're not going to lose weight if you can't sleep and you can't recover. I had a patient who came in trying to lose weight. They did exercise, I'm talking I think it was 2 hours of exercise, might have been 3 times a week for an entire year. And she lost 1 or 2 pounds the entire year. It was because she wasn't sleeping. All I did is correct her sleep, and bam, she lost weight. Another person came in. They were exercising 6 hours a day. I'm not kidding. Obsessed with exercising, wasn't sleeping, didn't lose any weight. We helped her sleep, and she started losing weight. So, we want the walking to help with stress reduction, to help you sleep, but we also want the high-intensity exercise because the intensity is what really activates certain hormones that are related to fat burning. So the more intense, the better. Of course, work up to it, make sure you don't hurt yourself, but I just wanted to give you the technique and the concept. It must be intense. By effectively engaging in the process of burning stored fat while experiencing infrequent hunger, you gain the ability to extend fasting periods beyond a single daily meal, particularly if you are dealing with a substantial amount of weight to shed. Furthermore, there is a crucial concept to consider: keto adaptation, accompanied by fat adaptation. This signifies a distinct phase in your journey. This phase represents a point where your metabolism achieves remarkable flexibility, swiftly transitioning to fat burning due to enhanced mitochondrial health. While this transformative process typically requires a minimum of 3 months, individuals grappling with prolonged insulin resistance may find themselves on a more extended timeline. The ultimate objective remains consistent: to attain a level of robust health and metabolic adaptability that allows for flexibility beyond the confines of the initial program. This implies the ability to reintroduce more carbohydrates without significant repercussions. However, it's paramount to recall a principle that has been a focal point in my previous discussions. For those who may be new to my content, this principle might introduce a novel idea. The emphasis here is not on losing weight as a means to achieve health. Instead, it revolves around achieving health as a foundation for facilitating weight loss.